On the morning of October 8, 2022, around 6:05 a.m., a powerful explosion rocked the Crimean Bridge. At the same moment, a train carrying flammable materials passed by on the adjacent railway track, igniting a fire that engulfed it as well. The Crimean Bridge serves as a crucial part of the transportation infrastructure for military operations involved in the invasion of southern Ukraine. The bridge's road section had been utilized for military transport since 2018, prior to the opening of the rail section. The explosion severely damaged the bridge's roadway, with some sections collapsing into the sea, leading to a complete halt of traffic. This disruption resulted in a transport collapse, with hundreds of trucks and cars caught in multi-kilometer traffic jams. The only route to Crimea became the ferry service, which struggled to cope with the overwhelming demand. In July 2023, the Security Service of Ukraine officially acknowledged its involvement in the attack on the Crimean Bridge in 2022. The special operation severed the logistical artery through which weapons and ammunition were funneled into Ukraine. It marked only the beginning. A second strike on the bridge followed, executed with Ukrainian sea drones known as Sea Baby, and was soon followed by the destruction of oil refineries, missile depots, and airfields in Russia. At least 2 explosions were heard on the Crimean Bridge in the night of July 17, 2023. The head of the Security Service of Ukraine, Vasyl Malyuk, explained that 5 Sea Baby marine drones, remotely controlled from Kiev, were involved in the attack on the Crimean Bridge on July 17. 2 of them reached the bridge and struck its supports. The other 3 marine drones ran out of fuel on the way and had to self-destruct. This special operation seriously disrupted the functioning of the 19-kilometer bridge and changed perceptions of Russia's invincibility. The Russian Federation opened a criminal case following the explosion on the Crimean Bridge under the article, Terrorism. According to their claims, the Crimean Bridge was allegedly attacked in the middle of the night by 2 Ukrainian surface drones, resulting in further damage. The Security Service of Ukraine carried out the third attack against the Crimean Bridge since Russia's full-scale war began in 2022, mining and damaging its underwater supports, the SBU announced on June 3. God loves the Trinity, and the SBU always brings what is conceived to the end and never repeats itself, SBU Chief Vasyl Malyuk said in a statement posted on social media. Previously, we struck the Crimean Bridge in 2022 and 2023. So today we continued this tradition underwater, he added. Constructed after Russia's illegal occupation of Crimea in 2014, the Crimean Bridge is a critical supply and transport route for Russian forces to the occupied Ukrainian territories. In one of Ukraine's most devastating air raids against Russian energy facilities since the start of the war over 3 years ago, Ukrainian kamikaze drones have struck a massive fuel storage complex in Feodosia in Russian-annexed Crimean Peninsula. The attack set tens of thousands of liters of diesel and gasoline ablaze in a region already facing fuel shortages. The explosion and fires were visible from satellites, which suggests the greatness of the scale of the attack. According to analysis by Kiev Post, local social media posts have shown thick black smoke drifting up to 20 kilometers northward, visible from villages nearly 30 kilometers away. However, Russian state-controlled media downplayed the attack, portraying it as insignificant. Operators of Ukraine's armed forces, presumably based in the Odessa region, reportedly launched about 40 unmanned aircraft toward Crimea on the night leading to October 6. These drones, equipped with explosives, jamming systems, or deceptive electronics, targeted the Feodosia marine oil terminal on Crimea's eastern coast. Being Crimea's largest oil storage and transshipment hub, the facility supplies fuel to both Russian military forces and the civilian market. According to Ukrainian media reports, the main strike included 10 to 20 domestically built Sukhoi drones, each carrying a 50 to 100 kilogram warhead designed to penetrate and ignite industrial fuel facilities. Russian social media videos and later Ukrainian statements confirmed at least 3 direct hits, causing huge explosions and fires visible even from NASA's firm's satellite network. Simultaneously, less powerful Ludiai drones attacked other Crimean sites, including air defense installations near the Saki and Kacha air bases. Ukrainian forces launched around 250 to 300 drones targeting 14 regions across Russia and Crimea between October 6 and 7. This was Ukraine's second-largest single-night drone assault of the war, surpassed only by the record-breaking May 2025 attack involving over 500 aircraft. Ukrainian military later claimed responsibility for the Feodosia strike, describing it as successful. Major Russian media outlets mentioned the wave of Ukrainian attacks but largely ignored the devastation at Feodosia. A TASS report claimed Russian air defenses shot down more than 180 drones nationwide and described the Crimean fire as man-made. Crimea's Moscow-appointed governor, Sergei Aksionov, admitted a fire had broken out but insisted it was caused by debris from intercepted drones. He claimed the situation was under control, even as around 70,000 residents of Feodosia were evacuated. This latest strike is part of Ukraine's broader drone campaign, launched in late July, aimed at crippling Russia's oil production and logistics network. By early October, Ukrainian attacks had reportedly disabled up to 40% of Russia's total oil refining capacity, creating widespread fuel shortages and long lines at filling stations across central and eastern Russia.